Psalm 7:17. Yashuv amalo berosho, ve'al kodkodo chamaso yered. So here we begin with the call imperfect third masculine singular of the verbal root shuv. And so we get here, it will return, or if we think of this more as a generic situation of the condition of the wicked person who has, as we've seen, created this pit, dug it out, then we could see this as a present tense. It returns. Now, you hear me saying it as the subject here of the third masculine singular because we're going to take the amalo here as the subject. In other words, his trouble, his amal, there's that third masculine singular suffix. His trouble, it returns. Here's the bait preposition on. There's another third masculine singular pronominal suffix, his, rosh, on his head. Now, since this is returning on his head, and he is the one who created this amal, then we could see this as reflexive on his own head. But that would be more of an interpretational thing, not necessarily the words on the page. Here we could just say on his head. So his trouble will return on his head. Next we get and upon. We get a little bit different word order here now. And upon his, there's third masculine singular suffix again, on his kod, this is going to be his skull. And upon his skull, his chamas, his violence, it will go down, or again, thinking more generically of the scenario, it goes down. Now, this is the verbal root yarad. Now, this is a call imperfect. It's a third masculine singular. We have a yod preformative and no subformatives here. So this is going to give us an imperfect third masculine singular. Now, you might ask a little bit about the vowel pointing here. So if we look at this, the verbal root yarad, you can see here, is what I would call a one vav yod. And if we make this a one vav verb, then what's going to happen is we add the preformative here, and then this is going to be one of those situations where in the call imperfect, this one vav actually drops out altogether, and when it does that, we get compensatory lengthening of the preformative vowel. And so what we end up with then is ye red, and then this is our preformative, whereas this vowel is our normal call imperfect. Now, so we have yered, so it will go down, or again, more generically, it goes down. And upon his skull, his violence goes down.